Okay friends, today we are going to be making some lava lamps. So our lava lamps, what we're going to focus on is our background first, and we're going to once again be talking about the warm and cool colors. So the first thing you're going to do at your table for your background is you're going to decide, are you going to be team warm today or team cold? Pick one and stay there. I am going to give you a mixture of markers. So you're going to have both warm and cold colors that are given to you. We've done a lot of warm and cool color projects, so I want to test you and see, can you tell what the warm and cool colors are? So when I bring the markers to you, your job is to find the warm colors or the cold colors. Think about what team you're on. I'm going to be warm colors. I was cold colors last time, as you can tell, but today I feel like being warm colors. So I'm going to grab some warm colors from my tray. Doesn't look like I have any yellow in here, but that's okay. I will start with these colors. I'm going to go in and I'm going to start with one marker first. And we are going to create scribbles with these markers. So what you're going to do is we're not going to color in the whole paper, okay? We're actually going to swirl and scribble around. Now, if your marker looks dry, you want to get a new one, because if it's dry, the next thing we do at the very end will not work. So while I'm doing this, I'm pushing lightly on my marker to not ruin it. And when I'm done with this marker and ready for the next one, I'm taking my cap, I'm putting it on my marker, and I'm setting that marker to the side. I'm now going to get my next color. And it's okay to have some of the white paper peeking through your scribbles, because we are going to be doing something later to fill those areas in. Now I'm going to take my last color. All right, friends, tell me what I'm doing wrong. What did I do wrong? Anybody tell? I used a cool color. I picked Team Warm. What is that Miss Plummer doing? So, because I picked Team Warm, I cannot use any cool color markers. If you chose cool colors, then you would have been able to use that color. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of painting with water on top of these markers. And what's going to happen is your paint or your markers are going to bleed and cause some colors. So it's very important that when you're painting, we're remembering how to hold a paintbrush today. I'm going to be looking for that. So pay attention, friends. On your paintbrush, most of the brushes should have a gripper. You always hold your hand by the gripper. If it does not have a gripper, usually the area to hold it is the thickest part of your brush, or the part that comes right after the silver piece, about right here. You hold it like a pencil, and then you're very gentle. When you're painting with a brush, your toes of your brush, the bottom of it, should stay together. If it looks like this, that's pushing too hard. All right, and that's called a crazy hair day. We don't want crazy hair days. We want nice, I call these ballerina toes. Imagine the bottom of your brush is a little ballerina's toes, and you're very gentle. The reason why is if we push too hard, it's bad for the brush. It ruins its hair, and then you can never get it back to being nice and gentle ballerina toes. It also ruins the paper, and then you get a hole in your paper. So to get ballerina toes, you need to push nice and gentle. Alrighty, so I'm going to take that brush and very gently, I'm just going to go over my whole painting with some wet ballerina toes, and I'm going to try to spread that color. You're still going to see the lines from your markers, friends, and that's okay. It gives us a neat little texture. But you're going to be able to use some of that color from your marker and spread it into those white areas to give it kind of like a watercolor look. All right, friends, so you're going to go in and you notice the difference from over here compared to the areas I painted, and you're going to paint with water over your whole paper. Friends, if you're painting and you're hearing a lot of scratchy noises like on your paper, that's a sign that you might need a little more water. So if you need to get more water, then make sure you grab one, because a dry brush is not going to paint very well. There we go, friends. My colors look pretty blended in together. I was very gentle, and I can tell because I'm not seeing any rips in my paper. Friends, now that our paper's dry, we're gonna start to add some of the shapes for our lava lamps. We're going to start with the center piece. You're going to have a neon color paper that looks like some of the bright colors you would typically see in a lava lamp, and then a white piece of paper that looks like this. This is the body of your lava lamp, and your lava lamp you want to use the bright colored paper for. So this is actually my stencil, the white paper. And remember, our stencil does not get glued on our project. We use it to get the shape we need on our paper. So using a pencil, I'm going to go right around that stencil, hold it tight with my non-writing hand, and I'm going to trace around it to get the shape I need. This is a really big shape, so we're going to have to be slow and steady and take our time. You're going to go in and you're going to cut with your scissors around that shape. So I'm going to go in, cut along my line with my scissors, twisting with my non-cutting hand as I cut. Perfect. Set your scrap to the side or on the floor. We will collect those later. Okay, now I have two more shapes to do, and that is 2 triangles. So Miss Plummer is going to give you a stencil for your triangles, and you are also going to use those to trace on your black piece of paper. You will get 2 black pieces of paper because we need 2 triangles. So I'm going to take my pencil. I might need to push a little harder so I can see on that black paper. Trace. And now cut. Now we've cut a lot of triangles in here, friends. This should be easy peasy. All right, and I'm going to get my second one and do it all again. Trace and cut. Remember, friends, we want to remind ourselves to use scissor safety when we're cutting. You only cut your paper. You hold your thumb up with your 2 to 3 fingers at the bottom, and never should we get out of our seat ever with our scissors in our hand. Okay, if for any reason you ever did have to get up, you always hold your scissors like this, but no one should have to get out of their seat. We should be good to go. Okay, friends, so now I have my piece of paper. Let's put our lava lamp together. So I'm going to start with 1 triangle at the bottom, and I want the very edge of my triangle to match up with the very edge of my paper. I'm going to get my glue stick, and I'm twisting it just a little bit, and on one side I'm going to add that glue. If you have a side where we can see the pencil line, add it to that side, so when you flip it over you get a clean edge. Remember what I tell you, friends, always add the messy to the messy side. So I'm going to line that up at the edge like this with the point up. So point is up and rub. Notice how fast I was to get that glue to stick. So point is up, edge is at the bottom. I'm now going to take my other triangle, and as you can see, one of my sides has a little bit of pencil showing, so I'm going to add the glue to that side so I don't see it. I'm going to flip this over, and this time it's point side down, but I want my 2 points to overlap. And overlapping is when one shape goes on top of another. So this points down, and it's going to go and overlap a little bit into the first one, just like that. Okay, so see, that goes a little bit into that. Okay, now I'm going to add the body of my lava lamp. I'm going to find the messy side. Oh, there it is. There's pencil line there, so I want to add the glue to the pencil side. Go ahead and put glue on there. Flip it over and overlap that a little bit into the top edge of your last triangle. Remember, overlapping means one shape goes into another. Okay, see that? And then the last shape Miss Plummer has is a rectangle. I'm going to have that shape cut up for you just to save us a little time. So that shape's going to get glued at the top. And I'm looking for this too. That edge should overlap the edge of your lava lamp. So this edge should go a little bit into the edge of the top of your lava lamp. Now that I have that all glued on there, I'm going to start to add my lava, okay? And I want you to pick one color marker only, all right? When you're doing this, what kind of lines do you think that you should draw to resemble lava? Should I have soft rounded lines or sharp pointy lines? What kind of lines do you think my shape should have? Great, they should have soft rounded lines. Now these are organic shapes. They don't have a name to them. So these are not shapes that are geometric. It's not like a triangle or a square. These are organic shapes. So now we're gonna go in and we are going to add some curvy line shapes. And a shape is just when a line touches itself. So I'm gonna start right about here and I'm gonna do a curvy line that comes up, moves around, and comes back. And you can draw your shapes a little different, but they should have all curvy lines. I'm gonna do about 2 more, 1, 2, and I can do a 4th one if I have enough room. Sometimes they might go off the lava lamp on the edge like that, and that's okay. Now I'm gonna very carefully go in and color those shapes. So anytime you color, friends, you wanna outline the shape and then fill it in. Alrighty, friends, so now I'm gonna go in and just continue to outline that shape. And then fill it in. I like to fill in with little circles. It helps me stay in the lines. When you're doing a rounded shape, try coloring with circles if you need to. Okay, outline that shape, then fill it in. Okay, friends, those lava lamps are looking good. The last thing we have to do is the cord coming out of our lava lamp. That's the part that connects to the wall to make your lava lamp glow. So typically the cord comes out from the bottom triangle. You're going to do a wavy line. And remember, a wavy line does not have sharp edges. It has soft edges. So I'm going to come from there, do a wavy line, soft rounded edges that go out and come to the end of the paper. Perfect, friends. That is our lava lamp.